the heck was that? Hello again, my name is Paul, and welcome back to Crypto for Beginners and Other Stuff. I know this story is days old, and it scared quite a few people. I mean, Bitcoin went down, Ethereum went down, XRP went way down. But things are recovering. We've gotten over it. I mean, XRP is considered a currency in a couple of pretty big countries, like Japan and Singapore. Of course, as we know, Ripple is the one being sued. And because Ripple created XRP, whatever happens to Ripple will have a direct effect on XRP. What do you think? Is XRP a currency or a security? Will it go to court, or will the lawsuit be dropped? Stay tuned. Okay, so in the last video I mentioned Satoshi Nakamoto. This could actually be a pseudonym for the creator of Bitcoin. Nobody really knows for sure who the creator is. Let's line up the usual suspects, but keep in mind, none of these men proved to be Satoshi Nakamoto. Suspect number 1, Dorian Nakamoto. Newsweek said that Satoshi and Dorian shared similar traits, both having Japanese connections and a leaning towards libertarianism. Dorian was identified by Newsweek in 2014 as Bitcoin's creator. Newsweek also quoted Dorian saying he was no longer involved and that he turned it over to other people. Dorian later denied these quotes, saying he misunderstood the question and stated, "I got nothing to do with it." Craig Wright. In 2015, Wired said they had the strongest evidence yet of Satoshi Nakamoto's true identity. This evidence included reference to a cryptocurrency paper on Wright's blog that appeared several months before the original Bitcoin white paper was circulated. There were also leaked emails mentioning a peer-to-peer distributed ledger. Leaked transcripts with tax officials and lawyers quoted him saying, "I did my best to try and hide the fact that I've been running Bitcoin since 2009. Claims were soon doubted, including when they found out his blogs, as well as other pieces of evidence, were backdated. He was publicly called a fraud. It was concluded that Craig Wright was not the creator of Bitcoin. Nick Szabo. In 2008, he came up with the idea for BitGold, an idea where bits can be created online without interference from third parties such as banks. An author named Dominic Frisby noted some similarities between Szabo and Nakamoto, including writing styles. Szabo also worked for DigiCash, an early attempt to bring crypto to the masses. Lastly, both Szabo and Nakamoto make reference to economist Carl Menger, who at the time had a unique subjective theory of value. Author Dominic Frisby strongly suggested that Nick Szabo is the creator of Bitcoin. Unfortunately, the public stated that these similarities are not very compelling and concluded that Nick Szabo is not Satoshi Nakamoto. Hal Finney. Now this man I have much respect for. He is truly one of the earliest Bitcoin pioneers and was the first person to receive a Bitcoin transaction from Satoshi Nakamoto. He graduated from Caltech in 1979 with a bachelor's in engineering. He worked for the PGP, or Pretty Good Privacy Corporation, later bought by Symantec Corporation. Finney was a master at cryptography. He was part of Bitcoin forums, where one can notice how clearly he saw the future. Finney was one of the first Bitcoin miners. Mining is the process of creating new Bitcoins by solving computational puzzles. Mining is a very slow and expensive process. It takes a powerful army of computers and a very cool environment for them not to overheat. Electricity bills skyrocket when you're mining. Finney talked about this topic, saying that mining shouldn't be too profitable, and that it should be expensive to mine. If it were made cheap, everyone would do it. Now take a look at these emails between Hal Finney and Satoshi Nakamoto. These are widely available on the internet. Remember this man, Dorian Nakamoto? He coincidentally lived only a few blocks away from Hal Finney. It's all very intriguing. Many people say Hal used Dorian as an inspirational pseudonym. But how do you explain the emails? Did Hal Finney email himself as Satoshi Nakamoto? It's all very confusing and fascinating and thought-provoking, simply because there's no definitive answer. In March 2011, Finney said, "For Bitcoin to succeed and become secure, Bitcoins must become vastly more expensive." That quote alone should excite anyone holding Bitcoin, and should make you consider possibly doing the same. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.